Hello my dear student. Today I am going to explain functions. Functions or method. Okay, functions or methods. See, functions in Java language is executable statements or the instructions which we are giving in the functions which is executed by the Java language. And also functions is a part of a class. Okay, functions also is a part of a class. Why we need functions? It is need to write the program in different functions. Then some informations we are writing but it will be hide. Okay, some informations when we write in the functions that we can call in other. Okay, that means we can access to other class, other functions. That's why we are using functions. So now, how to declare the functions? So functions, see, basically in the books you can see public, very common term, public, static, void, main, you can see this, string, args, arguments, we can see this. Then here inside the statements will be there. Then statements, this is body of the functions, this is head of the functions. So public, static, void, mains. In the books up to this much you can see. Okay, so first, what is this? Public, this is access specifier. Access specifier. Okay, access specifier means if static it is, if we give then also okay, if we don't give then also okay. Static, if we give static we no need to create an object for that functions, it will call directly. Okay, when we run the functions we no need to create an object if you give the functions as an static. Void is a type of functions. Type, this is functions name. Functions name. Okay, sometimes we can give as a functions name modifier. Okay, modifier means that will be the, you cannot change that functions name. As a modifier we can give final. After the access specifier, instead of static we can give final. Final keyword you can hear, that will be as a, the functions should be, there will be that means the functions name you cannot change. So public access specifier, that means if the functions name is the public then we can call it to another class. Okay, so there are, as a access specifier we can get here public, more one there private, protected. One more is, that is not a modifier, default. Default we can use it in switch case statement. I will explain switch case as a multiple branching statements. So this is public access specifier. If it is private then it will work within a same class. If it is protected it will work within a same function. Okay, default I said, that is no modifier. Then void, functions two types. One is pure, function is of two types. One is pure, another one is impure. Okay, pure functions and impure functions. If pure then the type instead of return should be there. So type data type. Sorry, it will be data type. Data type means the functions type should be int, should be float, okay, double, maybe byte, okay, maybe char, long, that should be string also. Impure, always void. Pure functions does returns a value. That means in the pure functions we can use return statement to display return, and always one output. Impure, it does not returns a value. Okay, pure functions returns a value, impure functions does not returns any value. Okay, so now see here, return, suppose return simple interest SI, suppose 1, always 1, we cannot get 2 value. So if I want to display addition and subtraction both as an output device, but return statements will not work. Return statement always 1. Impure functions, we use system.out.println. Now string args, this is functions argument, this is the type, this is arguments. Arguments means more variables, more values we can input here, more values in a single variable, and that you see this is comes from array chapter. It is here group of values of same data type. Same data type means strings. Okay, string args. When we are writing string args, then that means that functions allow us to take anything from the keyboard as a string. Then after that we can convert it into your according to our needs, like int, like float, like double. Now main, this is our choiceable name. Function's name should be our choiceable name. So function's name follow the rules of identifier. So function's name is an identifier. Okay. See, instead of main we can write ABC. Instead of main we can write text, anything, but that should follow the rules for identifier. It should be meaningful. It start with an alphabet, not with any digits. Okay. No special character except underscore and dollar sign will allow. Pure and pure. Except that the functions in Java language, functions are classified in 2 ways. One is user defined, and another one predefined. Functions classified as 2 ways, user defined and predefined. See, this is the function's name, this is our choiceable name, so this is user defined. Predefined some mathematical functions, some methods which is used in function math.pow as a predefined functions, okay, which we cannot change. Parse int is a predefined method, which math.sqrt is a predefined. Okay, see, last class I explained caret command. So all the mathematics, that means all library functions is a predefined functions which is supplied by Java language. Substring, okay, length, math.round, math.rent, math.cell, math.floor, like that way the comments. So declare functions. This is how to declare a functions. If we don't give public, no problem, but this type of functions we have to give. If you don't give public, by default computer will take public. Static, if you don't give, then that functions we cannot, okay, call, we cannot, static if is there, then you have to give in static functions. If you don't give a static, no problem, we can call it by using dot operator and the function's name. Now see, functions with arguments. Functions without argument. What is this? I am telling you. Without arguments. How to write the programs in functions and calling part also, both pure, impure, both I am showing you here. See, if I write here class, I said that function is a part of a class. Functions, the instructions which we write inside the functions, that will be the executable statements. Class XYZ. So I am writing void ABC as a function's name. Functions without arguments. So this is inside that. Not I am not giving anything means without argument. So I am writing here int a equal to 70, b equal to 90, int a is equal to a plus b. System out. Sum equal to, suppose sum of two numbers s. This is called functions without arguments. That also, these are executable statements. This is the function's name. We type void. That means it is impure functions. Now if I want to call it to another class, functions before the class we don't give anything. That means by default it is public. Before the functions we don't give anything. By default it is public. Before the variable also we not declare anything as the access specifier. So that is public. So I want to call it another class. Class call static void. Suppose main I am giving. This also you can give in different name. No problem. Now when we call, this is called inheritance. Okay. This is called inheritance. When we call any informations, any function's name to another class, how computer make the relations between two? First we have class. XYZ is a class name. So class name help us to create an object first. So we have to create here object first. What objects? XYZ OB equal to new XYZ. So OB is our choiceable name. Any name you can give instead of OB. A, C, B, D. This is also follow the rules for identifier. 8 should be meaningful. Start with an alphabet, not with digit. Okay, and clear. There will be no reserve word here. New is a reserve word. New help us to create an object. Okay, new keyword help us to create an object for that class. So here see, it is XYZ is a class, but XYZ here given parenthesis. So what is this? Same name, but here no parenthesis, here parenthesis. When we are giving parenthesis, then this is called constructor. Another class I will explain about that constructor. Okay, so this is constructor. Now how will you call this? These functions how will you call? Just you need to give OB the object name dot that function's name. ABC is here, you give ABC. Now complete. Okay, this is called functions without arguments. Okay, when there will be no argument inside that, then we can call it like that way. That OB dot ABC. Now functions without arguments. Now if I want to give data type, see, then also once more example like void. Here suppose int is s equal to int sub equal to b minus a. Then system dot out dot println subtraction plus sub. See here how many statements computer display two results. One for additions, another one is addition, subtraction, two results you will get. And when you will call it comes two results, subtraction and additions, both the results will come of 70 and 90. So what result will come here? Sum equal to 90 plus 70, 160, and subtraction equal to 90 minus 70 I am giving here. Okay, 20 answer will come. Now if I give here, now functions without arguments, but now pure. Now it is pure. So I am taking here int. Now two statements. Maybe you are writing two formula here, but two statements you cannot write. So now pure functions does returns a value. Returns a value. So pure functions always we have to give one statement. Suppose return sum is that. This is pure functions. Now when we call pure functions here, then how it comes? See, pure functions you are calling in impure. So pure cannot work in impure, because pure return statements, and return statements will not work under in void, means in the impure functions. That's why how will you call it? If you want, we need, there is two options. You can write here like that way, system, because return statements will not work. That's why system dot out dot println sum equal to plus ob dot what given abc, ob dot abc, this, that way we can call it. Okay, system dot out dot println sum equal to plus ob dot abc. Okay, then parenthesis open close, then this one close, then that function. This is the process to call. One more process. Okay, this is one process. One more process. You can take one variable. So what type of variable is this? Int. I am taking here int. Suppose answer equal to ob dot abc. Then after that system dot out dot println sum equal to plus answer. Right. So this is also process. Functions with arguments, functions without arguments, pure and impure. See, in the pure functions when I call in impure, then it returns, pure functions returns a value where in variable, and that you display on the terminal screen by using system.out.println statements. Clear? Now functions without arguments, both already I explained. That means pure, impure. Now functions with arguments. If I give arguments, then what will happen? Int abc. Here int, suppose I am taking int a comma int b. This is arguments. Okay, so now functions with arguments. This is now pure functions. Functions with arguments. Int abc, within a bracket I am giving parameters. Int a comma int b. That is called functions parameter. We can say arguments. It is what type of parameters? There are two types of parameters. That also just I am saying. Okay, formal parameter and actual parameter. Okay, when we define a functions, then formal parameters used. When we call the functions, then actual parameter used. Now see. Now in that case, see how many functions? Two functions are there, and both the data type is int. Return is. Now if I want to call it here, then how will you call? how many data types? Two variable is there with say same data type. So we need to take here like that way. int a equal to suppose 50, b equal to suppose 30. Then int answer equal to ob dot function's name abc of a comma b. System dot out dot println sum equal to plus answer. So this way, so functions with arguments. So this is called arguments. See here, no value. So first program without arguments, the value has fixed. When you run, okay, last program 2 times, 3 times, same result will get. But in that case, one method box will come. Like that one method box comes. Here int a, that means you have to give one value. int b, you have to give one value. And okay, then result will come. So 5 times you run, 5 times different value will give, you will get the results. This functions parameter. But now if you call it here 2 variables, that's why 2 values I am giving, and then that in third variable computer display and results. Functions with arguments. Now that by using input statement also we can call it. If I give here input statements, okay, with that also we can call it. Now this is one. In here also you can give functions parameters. Now what is yes, one more thing. This is formal parameter, actual parameter. Here actual parameter. These a and b, here actual parameter. One more difference. Formal parameter always proceed with data type. Actual parameter not proceed with data type. Okay. Formal parameter when used in the main, when declaring the functions, formal parameter are used. But the actual parameter when we call the functions, and that time formal actual parameter used. But in that case I am not processing. Now see, if I write here int a comma int b, and here then no need, direct ab you can put it inside. This is also process to call functions, that means functions parameter. Here also we can give different types value. Another process, suppose import java dot util dot asterisk. What process this is? This is by using input statements. I am not giving here. This This is also one process. Scanner a equal to new scanner system dot in. Here system dot out dot println, enter 2 values. Enter 2 values. int a equal to sc dot next int, b equal to sc dot next int. Okay, this is also one process. Then after that we need to write int answer equal to ob dot abc within parenthesis a comma b. Then system dot out dot println sum equal to answer. Okay. So this process also you can apply it. Still I am in pure functions. Okay, still I am in pure functions. Okay. One disadvantage with pure functions. See, if it is data type, if it is int, then here you cannot take The smaller, bigger data type like double float, long, you cannot take here. Okay, so that data type should be int. If I take long, it will not work. So that's why if I take double, then no problem, double we can take. Suppose it is one int, one short, then you need to write one int, one short. It is not mandatory that here AB means here also I am taking AB, is not X, Y, Z, anything we can take. But data type should be same. When computer scan it, suppose here int and here I am taking int short, computer tell data type mismatch. Okay, required int found int short. Maybe it is double and int, and you are giving here int. Computer did data type mismatch. Require double int, found int. This way the error will come. So 3 ways we can direct value, you can give main functions also, you can give the parameter, otherwise this way. This is pure. Now impure functions with arguments. Impure, void ABC, int a. All I am given int a, that was double B. Now double sum equal to a plus b. Here more than 2 statements you can use. Double div equal to division a by b. System.out.println sum or additions equal to plus sum. System.out.println division plus div. The variable which we take here, that you need to take. Complete. So what a disadvantage you are getting? If the functions type is void, more than 2 statements, 4 means more than 1 statements you can give as output. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and one more things. It is void, that's why int also double also. Any data type, any formal parameters we can give. Now I want to call it. Enter 2 values. This int and this one we need to take as a double. Double b equal to sc dot next. Next double. Then see what advantage you are getting by using impure functions when you are calling in impure. Then this don't need. Just only you need to write ob.abc a comma. Close. It is calling in different functions. Okay, another functions. Same functions with arguments, functions without arguments. Both that pure, impure, both I explained already. In both. Now here also 3 ways we can direct we can give value. See now if it is this one process, suppose not using by scanner, not using scanner, then also you can call by how? Here also object xyz ob equal to new xyz. Oh, before I think I have not creating the objects. You have to create object also. When I am writing by using scanner, that time maybe by mistakes I forget to write the xyz ob new xyz object name. That also you need to get ob. Then just ob dot abc. Direct if I place the value. Suppose here I am writing 200 And for B, double B, how to declare double B? Suppose 30.0, you need to write like that way. Okay, this is the process. Here, if it is float, then you need to write 30.0 F you need to give. Clear? So, direct we can place the value. This is another int a equal to 500, double b equal to 15.0 f 0 ob dot abc a comma b. This is also process. Okay, this is also one process. Here we can give argument also. That argument you will place here ab by using scanner class also. But you have to create the object. Last again I am telling, when I explain by using scanner class, then that time I forget to give to create an object. So there will be the object extra. Okay, so class names help us to create an object. After object dot operator. So dot operator, object name, dot operator, the function's name. We can call any variable also. Object name, dot operator, that variable name. That variable value will come here. Okay. So functions with arguments and functions without arguments complete. Now in one class, under one class, we can use more than one functions. Okay, different functions for different words. Okay, maybe the function's name abc, maybe function's name abc1, now maybe function's name abc2, now function's name abc3. So then that will be treated as a encapsulations programs. That will be then treated as a encapsulations. I will explain that one also. Encapsulations. Now today functions, just what is functions? Why we need to use functions? Functions, the statements which we are writing within a functions, all these instructions will execute it. And functions is a part of a class. Functions only we can call to another class. Functions we can call within a same class. Functions should be the access specifier. Okay. Then when you use same functions in a class, maybe more than one, abc again abc again abc again abc, then that will be treated as a polymorphism or functions overloading. That also I will explain. Functions overloading. Okay, OOP principles. OOP principles means OOP, object oriented programming module. Java is a object oriented programming module. Okay, Java, it was introduced in 1991. Okay, James Gosling. Okay, and another name of Java language is Oak. Why? Because in James Gosling office, in front of the James Gosling office, there was an oak tree. On the basis of that, and the name of Java is Oak. What is it? Object, class, then polymorphisms, then encapsulations, then inheritance. All these are OOP principles. See, this is object class. Polymorphism, one, functions overloading. Encapsulation, more than one function, so you use in a, but different. Inheritance, so you call. Then abstractions. Okay, like that. OOP principles, but very important this thing. If you all with this only the Java language. With OOP principles, the things with this we need to create the Java programs. Okay, up to this much today. Okay, next class, okay, next video I will upload. But one thing again I am telling to you, must share my videos, must give the like, must send me the comments, okay, so that I can improve myself and tell others to subscribe and to see my channel also. Okay, bye, good day.